Hi there, friends. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jeff Haniewich. Of course, we welcome all your questions or comments. Just go to WSLS.com and you'll see this APPCAST taking place. Well, the rain has arrived. The driest areas that we've seen here so far, portions of Amherst, Nelson, and Highland counties. You have not seen a whole lot of rain yet. Rest assured that's going to change, but those are the three counties that have not seen a whole lot of rain. Everybody else has seen our fair share of rain here over about the last roughly hour to, in some areas, 3 hours. So the rain really started to fill in a little bit after dinner time. Once the sun went down, the rain really started to overspread the region, especially in the NRV and south side locations. Movement of these rain showers to the north at about, I would say, 20 to 30 miles per hour. These showers are likely only going to become a little more intense and even a little more widespread for us here over the next 2 to 3 hours or so. Want to show you first and foremost the NRV, where we are seeing some moderate rain out across portions of Bland with also into Grayson counties. We've got some steady rain in Radford, Hillsville, Galax, Fancy Gap, Parisburg, even areas in and around Blacksburg. Not as much rain right now in Shawsville, and across the Roanoke Valley we have just a couple of lighter showers being reported as of right now. South side, you're certainly seeing more in the way of some heavier, whoops, I clicked the wrong button. There we go. South side, you're also seeing some heavier downpours as we speak in and around Pittsylvania County and Danville. Now, as we show you the wide scope here, this is a storm system that is taking up a lot of real estate. It extends from Memphis all the way out in the Atlantic Ocean, really from Canada all the way south into Florida. So this is a low pressure system that is impacting a whole lot of folks, including us here locally. You'll notice, though, that the heaviest of the rain right now is staying towards the Carolinas and points west towards Tennessee and also into portions of Mississippi, where Mississippi has been dealing with some stronger thunderstorms here for the last about 2 to 3 hours. Don't anticipate seeing any thunderstorms here simply because of the fact that this thing is mainly moving through here at night into tomorrow morning, where we're going to be at our most stable. And also temperatures today, tomorrow, not really going to be all that warm. And of course, the warmer you are, the more unstable you are. But all the rain that you see towards the Carolinas moving northbound, and that's what's going to be impacting us here tonight into early tomorrow. So as we time it all out for you, yeah, 10 o'clock, it's going to be raining. I think the rain will actually become heavier by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. I think we've got about a 4 to 5 hour window where the rain could fall heavily. Anytime you see yellows or oranges, that's an indicator of some very heavy rain. So you're probably going to see that tonight in many of our backyards. However, in comparison to yesterday, today it looks like this thing is going to get out of here a little bit faster on Saturday. Doesn't mean that we're going to be dry Saturday morning. We're still going to be dealing with some lingering showers 8, 9, 10 a.m. on Saturday, but I'm cautiously optimistic that by 11 or noon, most of the rain is gone. And then once we go beyond lunchtime tomorrow, look what happens. We start to see the clouds breaking for a little more sunshine. So wouldn't surprise me at all tomorrow if we actually close out the day with some sunshine. We start the day wet and cloudy. We end the day, though, with more sunshine. And of course, we end the day dry too. Fair skies on tap for us Saturday night, and then Sunday looks to be a day where we are mainly sunny from sunup until sundown. Sunday looks to be a pretty nice day. Now, as far as how much rain we get here, it's going to be a fair amount. We are looking at anywhere from about a ½ an inch to about 1.5 inches of rain before all is said and done. So again, ½ an inch to about 1.5 inches of rain on the way. Some isolated spots further east could even see a little bit more than 1.5 inches of rain, but for the most part, it's a ½ an inch to 1.5 inches of rain headed our way here tonight into early Saturday. Now, as we look ahead to the future beyond the weekend, Monday looks dry. Most of Tuesday is pretty quiet too. It's very, very late Tuesday, especially. I'm getting a little clicker happy. I apologize. Once we get into late Tuesday, into Tuesday night, into early Wednesday, that's when we're going to have another chance for rain. So chance rain number 1 happens for us here tonight into early Saturday, and then chance for rain number 2 comes into play for us here as we head late Tuesday, especially Tuesday night and the first half of the day Wednesday. So those are our 2 best chances for rain here over about the next 7 days or so. Again, this storm system on late Tuesday into Wednesday may have a little more instability with it, so we may have to watch out for the potential for a storm or 2 with that one. But even the instability with that second storm system looks to be pretty small. And anytime you can get through a cold front or a low pressure system in late March and not have much in the way of any thunderstorms, you're living right, because at this time of year, that is when we start to see severe weather become a little bit more the name of the game, especially in areas south of us. The winds right now, not a big deal. We've got them anywhere between about 3 and 8 miles per hour. So today the winds weren't a big deal. Tonight the winds aren't going to be a big deal. Look what happens tomorrow. The winds start to strengthen again. Nothing like what we had earlier in the week where we had gusts over 40, 50 miles per hour, but we could certainly have some gusts tomorrow, 20 to 30 miles per hour. So the winds are going to be on the uptick on Saturday, especially in the afternoon and evening. So in the morning when we have clouds and lingering showers, the winds shouldn't be that big of a deal. But when the rain ends, that's when the winds start to increase, okay? And then as we look at Sunday and Monday, both days again going to be dry with some sunshine. Both days may have a little bit of a breeze at about 10 to 20 miles per hour and some gusts. Sustained winds on Sunday and Monday about 5 to 10 miles per hour. But again, you could have a couple of stronger gusts late this weekend into early next week. The winds will be at their strongest here for the next 3 days as we head into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. And if you've been saying to yourself, Jeff, it has been so windy here of late. Why has it been so windy of late? Well, we've had a tight pressure gradient. We've had a high pressure system close to a low pressure system. And when you have that tight pressure gradient, you get a lot of wind kind of streaming in between those two systems. And generally speaking, we have our strongest winds in the first 4 months of the year. Winds are at their strongest virtually every year in January, February, March, and April. Okay, that's why this is generally the time of year where we see the most brush fires. Okay, the winds are going to start to calm down as we get closer to summertime. So the winds are still going to be strong for the rest of this month going into April. That's generally what we see. But once we get into May and June, the winds will start to weaken and decrease somewhat. Temperatures stand for us right now at 9:37, 43 in Hot Springs, 47 Wytheville. It's 50 in Roanoke, also in Lynchburg, 56 still in Danville and South Boston. So temperatures right now are in the 40s and 50s. For tonight, a consistent rain. Yeah, it's here and it's here to stay. It's going to be raining all night long, and the rain actually becomes heavier after midnight. Overnight lows tonight mainly in the 40s. A couple of folks may be in the lower 50s. For tomorrow, morning rain giving way to afternoon clearing. So again, the morning hours don't look great tomorrow. I would say that the heaviest rain will be tonight. Tomorrow morning, even though we're going to have some lingering showers around, the rain shouldn't be that heavy. By the afternoon, we should dry things out and see more sunshine. So Saturday is wet for about the first third to half of the day. Second half of the day Saturday looks better. Sunday is really pretty. 61 mainly sunny, 62 on Monday, maybe a small increase in cloud cover that day. Most of Tuesday is pretty quiet too. It's late Tuesday, especially Tuesday night into the first part of Wednesday, where we're going to have another chance for some rain. It will start to dry out by late next week. Notice temperatures very seasonable for this time of year over the course of the next 7 days or so, with high temperatures reaching the upper 50s and lower 60s. Overnight lows for the next week, likely in the 30s and 40s. So kind of like the three nicest days to be outside over the next 7 days: Sunday, Monday, and then again Friday. If you're just joining this APPCAST, I'm actually going to rewind and go back to the radar so you can see what's going on at this moment. The rain has arrived for many of us, and the rain is not going anywhere. Looks like it's going to be a very wet go of it for us here as we head into the overnight tonight, and it still looks to be pretty wet as we see the sunrise tomorrow morning. So the rain right now moving to the north at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. Heaviest rain right now in Pennsylvania County, where we've got heavy rain near Blair's, in areas, say, just north of Danville, also into areas just to the west of Danville. And then as you head further to the west, that's where the rain is pretty consistent and pretty steady, but it's for the most part light to moderate rain as you head further to the west towards the NRV and also towards the southern highlands. Heaviest rain with the storm system likely going to be pushing through for us here as we go into later tonight. I do want to show you future tracker. Yes, the rain here at 9:39, it's here. It's going to be here pretty much all night long. Heaviest rain falls between about 2 and 6 a.m. Notice that the rain starts to pull away as we get closer to about 9, 10 a.m. on Saturday. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we actually start to see a little bit more in the way of sunshine. So wettest part of the weekend from now through about 8, 9, 10 a.m. on Saturday. And then after that, the weekend doesn't look half bad. Joining me is my good friend Lauren. Lauren, are there any questions or comments that I can address here during this APPCAST? Perfect. All right, friends, we'll be back here in about an hour and 20 minutes from now with our 11 o'clock newscast. We do hope to see you then, but if we don't, I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you again real soon for another APPCAST.